Hello, hello. Welcome to Redneck Politics. I'm Mike, your host. This is where real American voices matter. And today, I'm going to tell you, we all should be fucking pissed because we have got one of the most corrupt presidents that we have ever had in the 250 years that we have been a country. It is ridiculous. We have never had anyone like this. I mean, his first term, he comes into office, and he's never been president before, so he doesn't know how things really work. He takes advice from others, and he gets people that are qualified to be in the positions that they want him in, whether it's attorney general, whether it's uh, part of the military, just whatever. Uh, and they had a certain amount of guardrails for this man. I mean, because they knew that there was certain things that he couldn't do, and so they would kind of keep him in check a little bit. Not always, but most of the time. Well, when he got voted out in 2020, and he knew he was getting voted out, he knew it. That's exactly the reason why January the 6th happened, is because he wanted Mike Pence to declare that they weren't going to accept anything from any states, to send it all back to the states. And that there would have caused a big ruckus. When Mike Pence denied that, he went to step two. And step two was exactly what he did on January the 6th. By taking all his guys, his people, and getting up there and getting all these people that had come, that he called to the Capitol, angry, got them mad, got them pissed, told him he'd go to the Capitol with them, which he did not, because he's a lying son of a bitch. But yet he sat up there at the White House and watched every bit of this play out on national TV and wouldn't do anything about it. Let's get further than that now, because we all know what happened January the 6th. He got voted back in, and he did not get voted back in on a mandate, folks. And if you believe that, it's because it's just some more bullshit lies of his. Nothing about him being reelected. I'm not even sure that was fair, to be honest with you. He's been a crook, he's been a con, he's been a scheme all his life. He's been doing it. And so I don't know why anybody would want to start to believe anything he says now. But he's the one that caused that January 6th. But now that he's back in the White House, he put people into positions like the Attorney General, the FBI, Department of Defense, people that would listen to what he told them to do. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're covering everything up for him, or trying to. He is so bad in the polls, it's not even funny. And what that tells me is that the American people ain't as stupid as he's trying to make them out to be. He's trying to make all of us out like we don't know what the fuck we're doing, that we're all stupid. None of us have got any common sense, no education, and believe that everything he says is true. Everything he says is gospel. He thinks we're fucking idiots. And we're not even into a year of him being in office. And you still got 3 more years left? I don't even know. I'm not even sure if we're going to make it that far. Because this man is doing some bullshit. Just like he's pitting Americans against Americans. Okay, that's what he's doing. He's calling for the death of Democrats because they are telling our military, you cannot do anything that is ordered for you to do that is illegal. Nothing. If it's illegal, you cannot do it. But yet he's trying to get our military to think otherwise. He's now got ICE agents out in every city that he possibly can. And hey, guess what? New Orleans, they're on the way there. They're coming here. And of course, it's because Mike Johnson, his great state of Louisiana, that he thinks are a part of his lies, and that's what Mike Johnson is a liar. He thinks that the people in Louisiana are just stupid. But they are coming to New Orleans, and then they're going to go to Baton Rouge, and then probably Lake Charles. But I wonder if they go to Shreveport. I wonder if they go to Monroe, Louisiana. Those are one of the two major cities in this state, and especially Monroe. To be as small as it is, we have more deaths per capita than Washington, D.C. does. Nothing was mentioned about Monroe. Not yet. But it's coming. It's all coming. Because he's going to do exactly what he wants to do. You know, having ICE agents approach Americans and stopping them because they look like they're foreigners, it's against our constitutional rights, man. And then they want to get up there with these masks on. Well, why are you putting a mask on? Oh, well, we have to do it because we want to protect ourselves. We want to protect our families. We don't want retribution, for us doing our jobs. We don't want you to be retributed either. We don't want y'all, because you are following commands, but they are illegal commands. The courts are now stepping up, saying that they've already done it for L.A., Portland, Washington, D.C. They've already called Trump out and said it is illegal what you're doing. And yet he's defying the courts every time. You want to tell me that this man is president of the fucking United States, and he's doing more to interrupt, to corrupt, to kill, to destroy this country because of his bullshit? It's all about money to him anyway. It has nothing to do with the American people. He's already proven he don't give a shit whether you eat or not. He don't care if your grandmother or grandfather gets their Social Security check. He don't care. No, instead, he's sitting there having these big fancy dinners in Mar-a-Lago that's costing the taxpayers God knows how much money. Then he has the Prince of Saudi Arabia come in the other day, and he gives him the red carpet treatment and flying jets over the top of the damn White House for this dude, when it was his own goddamn CIA that said this man was involved with killing that journalist at the Washington Post. Everybody knows it. But Trump don't care, because he's got more at stake with Saudi Arabia for his own personal gain than the interest of the United States. Man, this shit's getting ridiculous. It is getting crazy. I got me some notes, man, because I'm going to tell you, there's so much going on with him. You could basically get on here anytime and just bring up one subject, and it's bad. We've never had a president in the United States ever, especially in less than a year. Him and his family's already made $4.4 to $5 billion, man. And that's just the beginning. That is just the beginning, man. There's so much going on. He's making sure, though, that Israel, he's making sure Argentina, he's making sure all those folks get plenty of money. He's giving $40 billion to Argentina. He's given the contract for beef to come to our country instead of us getting our beef from the ranchers who's been here for hundreds of years. Man, I'm telling you, this dude does not fucking care. And it's pretty damn bad when you have, you know, I'm gonna say it like it is. I mean, I'm sorry. My wishes to the family of Dick Cheney, who just passed, who was vice president of the United States under Bush. His daughter Liz Cheney was in Congress. Of course, she got run off when she bucked Trump. But do you know how unusual it is to have a former president not invited to the funeral of a vice president who is in the same party? Man, he was not invited. Him or Vance, either one was invited. Man, that speaks volumes, dude. It speaks volumes. But you know, so one thing I'm finding out though is the country is waking up to his bullshit. They are learning that everything he says is a damn lie. Everything. Everything he's doing is to hurt others, but to benefit himself, and he does not care if it brings the American folks down. He ran on bringing prices down, groceries down, inflation down. Man, if you think he has done all that, please hit me up. Please tell me how wrong I am. I bet I don't see too many. Because everybody knows, even his MAGA base, man, are starting to get sick of this dude and his lies. This Epstein case, man, he wants to make it out like, oh, well, y'all go ahead and release the files. Everything's good now. I'm all good with that. He didn't do that until after he found out that the House passed it and the Senate most likely was going to pass it. So he went ahead and jumped on the bandwagon saying that, oh, he changed course for everybody, and that's the reason why they're passing it. It's because he's told them to. That's bullshit. That's a damn lie. And then he tells his girl, Pam Bondi, that he wanted investigations started on these Democrats. And the only reason why he's doing that is because he knows if there's an active investigation going on, there will be no files released. And that's what's happening. So if you're a big Trump fan and you think he's all that and he tells the truth and he does what's right, wait and see. Wait and see. Because you're the ones that he thinks the most stupidest. And that's what he wants. He wants people to vote for him that thinks everything he says is gospel. Man, it ain't gospel. I mean, it's crazy because, you know, at one point in time, I even said, you know what, maybe Trump is not even in the files. Maybe he didn't do any. I believe he is knee deep in that shit. He's been knee deep in it ever since day one. Ever since he started hanging out with Epstein. Because to him and Epstein both were playboys. They had a lot of money and they were making bets with each other what girl they could get and who they could score with. And I mean, it was all a joke to them. You've heard me say that Trump was all into the pageants. And if you don't remember that, you're not as old as maybe I am. But I promise you, there's people in your family that remember that shit. But at the same time, Epstein was involved with the secret, Victoria's Secrets. And then they had to do Boudreaux, whatever his name was, that had the other pageant from these girls that he was getting from these countries like Russia. Of course, like I said, Epstein and the Boudreaux, they both did now. They were arrested and they both died while they were in office. And they both, everybody's saying it was suicide. Listen, I don't know Boudreaux, but I can tell you now, why the fuck would Epstein commit suicide? In 2007, he got away with the shit. His money bought him the freedom. The money bought him a slap on the hand. When everybody else, anybody else, would have got 30 years to life. But not him. So if he got away with it before, with all his money and all of his connections and his political buddies like Trump, do you think that this man gonna commit suicide? He gonna go for everything. He gonna go for it all. He's gonna exhaust every avenue he can because he's beat it before. Why wouldn't he beat it again? He's worth billions, man. So if you believe that he went to jail and he committed suicide because all of a sudden now he's in trouble and all of a sudden he knows he's going to go away for life, and that's bullshit. If that was the case, he'd have done it the first damn time. So he had no reason whatsoever to commit suicide, man. None. And the FBI comes out and they want to downplay everything. They want to say that, you know, they investigated everything and nobody went in his cells. And that's bullshit. You had missing tape. You know, come on, man. Things like that don't happen just on a whim. It happens because somebody makes it happen. Trump is in part of that. And Trump is scared to death. He's scared to death because he knows sooner or later they're going to link him to it. But you know, that's why I go back and I say, I don't think Trump going to be trying to go anywhere on this presidency. He going to try to stay in office, man. He's doing everything so blatant, so he doesn't care. He's doing it right out in the fucking open that everybody can see it, man. And he don't care. Why is it he don't care? I mean, because you know when his polls are going, I mean, they're bottoming out. People are so disgusted with what he's doing. Well, for a guy who is worried about his future, this guy don't seem to care. Why is it that he don't care? He's still got 3 years in office to try to make it happen that he stays in office. The only way it's not going to happen is when you Republicans start waking up, and I think they're starting to wake up. Rand Paul, I watched him the other day, and I'm going to tell you, man, he's seeing through Trump shit, and he's calling him out on it. So is Massey. So are a lot of others. They're getting tired of this, man. When Trump's gone, and he will be gone one day, whether he is voted out of office, whether he doesn't, get to stay for a third term, or if he dies, one day he will be gone. And it's the same thing Liz Cheney told them. All of them, all the Republicans a while back, told them the same damn thing. One day, this is going to come back to bite you. Karma's a motherfucker, man. And you can act any way you want. And you can do whatever you want. You can lie, you can cheat, you can steal, you can rob, you can do what the fuck ever you want. But karma one day is going to come back to bite you in the ass, man. So all you Republicans that think you're doing something, like Mike Johnson, dude, you are in serious trouble. And I don't mean with your all your people. I don't mean other Republicans. I don't mean the Congress. I don't mean any of that. You are in trouble with the man up above, and I firmly believe in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And to hear you talk, you are a Christian, and that you live a Christian life. Man, I don't see how, dude, you gonna get in front of the good Lord one day, and you're gonna have to answer to him, brother. Boy, you're gonna have to answer to him. And I hope you understand that. Because you're a fucking joke, and you're a liar, and you are a part of all this. Look, guys, I'm upset about it because I keep, this is all I do. I don't know why, but this is all I do. I read the news, the political news. I watch everything I can. I read everything I can. I listen to both sides of it. There are good sides from both sides. The problem that we have now is that both sides are so corrupt. Both sides, and not every one of them. I'm not talking about every Republican. I'm not talking about every Democrat. But the ones who I'm talking about knows who the hell I'm talking about. The ones who are taking money under the table. The ones who are taking money for somebody else's agenda. Like for Israel. That's exactly why I think Charlie Kirk got killed. But you've got two different things. Two different assassination attempts. Or so, or at least one. Well, you had two on Trump. Really only one that was shot at, and that was from Thomas Crook. And what's funny is, this is what gets me, is you have a young man who is walking around this place. They say he had a drone. They say different people were filming him, but cops knew he was there. Everybody was pointing at him, and this man still was able to get on top of a building and take a shot off on this dude. Of course they're going to kill him, man. He shot at the president. The only thing is I really don't think they thought the dude would miss. They put this dude out there. He shoots and kills him. And then they shoot and kill him. It's all over with. Trump's gone. Killer's gone. But it didn't happen that way. So none of it adds up. Anytime you've ever had an assassin, it wasn't so out in the open like this was in July in Pennsylvania in a small fairground. They were watching. There's video of them everywhere. How did this man get on that goddamn roof and shoot at this man without somebody not stopping him? There's more to it than that. There's more to it with the Charlie Kirk assassination. Man, it has gotten bad. And the only way this shit's going to stop is American people have to take our country back. We've gotten so relaxed that we let these guys, we vote them in, they go in, and half the time they don't do shit. They're too busy making all this money, whether it's inside trading or whether they're getting money from people like Israel to promote Israel, just whatever. They do it for pharmaceutical companies. They do it for whatever. Gun companies, the NRA. It don't matter. I don't know. I just know that this man is trying to undermine our laws. He thinks he's above the law. Yet everyone else that goes in front of the judge that breaks the law gets dealt with. This man is not our president, man. He's not acting like our president. You know, they want to talk about the corrupt Biden family. You know, how corrupt the Biden family was. It's bullshit. I mean, y'all can't even fucking prove anything. Y'all have never, in the whole time that y'all been saying that, has anybody ever brought the proof up? Nobody. And it doesn't matter to me whether you Democrat or Republican. If you break the law, your ass needs to go to jail. Period. I don't know, man. We got a long way to go, and I got a lot of shit to say because what's happening is not right. There is everybody out here going to the grocery store. I don't care who you are. You go to the grocery store, you see a difference. You know there's a difference, man. We all know there's a difference. I remember used to, you could go to some place like Burger King or McDonald's or whatever and order you a Big Mac meal, and pay $7. Shit, you're paying 15, 16, 17 bucks now for this shit. You're paying 30 for just two of you to eat. Man, come on. We got nobody working for us. At least not in the Republican side. And I want to see some more action from the Democrats. Call his ass out. He's already trying to make everybody look like they're stupid, like they're fools. But I tell you what, really, it's the American people's job to say enough is enough. It's our job. And I think it's time that we pull together and change shit. I can tell you right now, the midterms, I got a feeling that the Democrats are fixing to bust the Republicans' ass when it comes to midterms. And the reason why is not because they're greater. It's because the people are starting to see it for themselves. Things are so blatantly done by Trump and his family and his lying ass goddamn people. Look, man, we can go on all day about this, but something's going to have to be done, and it's going to be up to us to do it. And I'm going to stay on this, and I'm going to keep venting on it until hell freezes over if I have to. Because I am a full-blooded, true, 100% American. My father was in Vietnam. He flew helicopters. He was a captain. He got shot down with an AK-47 round to his face. Took off half his face. He had 32 or 34 surgeries to reconstruct his face. And up until the day he died, he said he would have done it all over again because he loves his country. He loves what we represent, what we stand for. Man, I don't want him to die in vain like that, man. This man believed in us, and I do too. We need you. It's time that Americans step up and say enough. If you're a Democrat or if you're a Republican, if you think you're going to come here and cheat us, you fucking got another thing coming. Because right now, it don't matter what you are. Either you're there to represent us and be honest and work hard and you do the right things by our country, by our people, or we just simply get you the fuck out of there. Either way, folks, I'm glad I could be back today. Kind of missed out yesterday. I really had a migraine headache. It was pretty bad. But I could not shake this feeling that I've got, and I had to get on here. So I thank the good Lord that He allowed me to get better to do this. I've never done podcasts before. I'm not trying to do it for any money. I'm not trying to do it for no fame. I'm not trying to do it for shit. I'm doing it because people need to step up and they need to speak out, man. This is our country, dude. I'm one of the last of the baby boomers. And I'm going to be dead and gone here one day. But all these people who are coming up, our kids, our grandkids, and their kids, man, don't they deserve the same goddamn chance that we got? Or are we going to let somebody like Trump come in here and destroy it? Because that's all he's ever been, is a con, a cheat. He's a no good, sorry person. He's been that way all his life. What got him elected in is because he was saying things that were point blank that other politicians would not say. And people like that. Nothing wrong with that. And we need more politicians like that. But it's hard for me to believe that we got to let people like Trump into office because he says shit like that. Come on, man. We know better than that. Our wages here suck. Our inflation sucks. You can blame it all on Biden. You won't, brother. But this is Trump shit. Congress, y'all need to be concentrating on shit that matters. Not a $400 billion ballroom. Not a damn $400 billion jet from Qatar. Or the shit that Israel or Saudi Arabia is promising Trump. Man, listen. Our cost of living and our wages need to be dealt with, because that is what's killing us so bad. We are not meeting that. We are still at $7 and something an hour minimum wage. Are you fucking serious? Dude, you can't do nothing with $7, man. You're talking about groceries has gone up. You're talking about energy has gone up. Everything has gone up so much. Now we're fixing to have to deal with these our health. The cost of our health care. Because they're trying to destroy Obamacare, and I don't really know why. Everybody else in the country seems to like it. There's more people like it than they do not. So if there's so many people that like it, why are we allowing somebody like Trump to come in and want to destroy it? They're trying to privatize it so they can get in on these companies. They've been doing it with the law firms. They've been doing it with these other companies, making it to where, we are now have interest in companies. The government has interest in companies. Dude, this is getting crazy. And I encourage everybody who is speaking out to keep speaking out, man. Y'all, hit the like button for me. Hit the subscribe. Hit the alert. You know the routine. It helps me out a lot, and it lets me know that I'm doing the right thing, and I need your help. Y'all take care. Nothing but peace for y'all. Nothing but love. Have a good day.